The little girl is standing on the bridge holding a rope. She says, "Finally, I'm going to get rid of you, stepmom." Just then, the maid sees her and shouts, "Ah, no, little one, don't do this." The girl says to her stepmom, "I just want you to stay away from my papa." She lets go of the rope. The maid runs to her and says, "Oh God, what have you done, little one?" The girl replies, "Don't say a single word about this to my papa, or I will tell everyone that you sleep with the gardener. Now move, I'm hungry." The girl walks away. When the girl and the maid reach home, the father says, "My dear, your mother is missing. I can't find her anywhere." The girl replies angrily, "She's not my mom. She's a bad woman." Suddenly, the stepmom enters and says, "Were you looking for me?" The maid is shocked and says, "You? But you were near the river. How did you come here?" The stepmom replies, "Your daughter tried to hurt me. Actually, she did hurt me." She tells everyone how the girl let go of the rope. She says a servant saw her and helped pull her out. The servant says, "Oh God, what's happening here?" He saves his madam and says, "Madam, what happened to you?" The stepmom says, "This is all my stepdaughter's fault." She thanks the servant and says to her husband, "This is exactly what happened. Your daughter is the root of all problems." The little girl says, "Papa, she is lying." But the father shouts, "Go to your room. You are being punished." The girl says, "But Papa, I didn't do anything." The father gets angry and says again, "I said go to your room." The girl goes to her room crying and says, "I didn't do anything, Papa. I didn't know she was there." She picks up her phone and sees a video call from her real mother, who says, "Now that your papa's angry with you, it will be easier to separate you two." The girl replies, "Why are you doing this? Tell the truth or I will." Suddenly, the stepmom comes into the room and says, "You won't tell anyone anything. I will do everything to keep you away from your papa." The maid sees all this and says, "I must do something. This woman will destroy all our lives." The stepmom locks the girl in the room and tells the maid, "What are you looking at? If you don't want to end up in the river, go clean." She leaves. The maid quickly opens the door and saves the girl. The stepmom is now mixing something in the food. The girl tells her father, "Papa, she's lying." The stepmom brings food for the girl, but the girl throws the plate on the floor. The father gets angry and walks away. The stepmom starts scolding and insulting the girl. The maid is secretly recording everything. When the stepmom leaves, the maid comes to the girl and says, "I'm sorry, little one. I recorded everything." The maid goes out and sees the stepmom having fun with her boyfriend. The woman tells him, "Soon that girl will be sent to boarding school, and we will take all her father's money." The maid decides to tell the truth to her master. Just then, the man arrives. The maid shows him everything. The man says, "My daughter was telling the truth." The maid begs, "Please don't send the girl away. She is innocent. She did nothing wrong." Later, the man is about to send his daughter to boarding school. The stepmom says sweetly, "My dear daughter, I'll miss you so much. Don't worry about your papa. I'll take good care of him." Then she says to her husband, "Let her go, my love." The man replies, "Only you will go from here." He pushes her away. The woman says, "What? But your daughter made my life hell." The man says, "Stop lying. I know everything now." The woman shouts, "You told him everything, you little devil." But the maid steps in and says, "No, madam, she didn't say anything. I told him everything." The man throws both the woman and her boyfriend out of the house. He thanks the maid and hugs his daughter. If you like this video, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.